Welcome to the Smart Tech Check podcast, hosted by Mark Vina, your home for candid, insightful, and provocative conversations about the smart home automation, security, smartphones, PC and console gaming, and much more.
ConneXions is really important for Calix, actually for our customers, because of the fact that we haven't been together for 2 years. And the point of this conference is all around innovation and collaboration. So what we've done is we've brought 1,500 customers and partners together to collaborate. Best practices, successes, sharing, and working together to identify new ways to grow. Well, we've heard a lot of feedback from both our customers and our employees that we wanted to get back together. We started this 3 weeks ago, where we actually had our first leadership meeting across the Calix organization. We brought 140 of our 180 leaders together for the very first time in 2 years to collaborate, but also to learn what it would be like to collaborate with COVID. And so we did that as a first test around, COVID testing, masks, those different elements to learn. And then we rolled that out in ConneXions to make this a very safe event in partnership with the Wind. So you're going to see that people are wearing masks just to keep it as safe as possible. There's Purell and sanitation available everywhere. We're really embracing social distancing. We're running a lot of the events outdoors, and it's been quite safe.
At the Calix.
Well, our whole business model is based upon broadband service providers owning the home. We believe that they're best positioned to be successful long-term with the end subscriber. They built out all these great networks, and then they've extended with our technologies and our platforms into the home, providing the latest and greatest Wi-Fi 6, new services like virus protection and malware, and then they're rolling out things like Arlo security cameras. We believe that their brand is best placed in the home to provide that managed service, because most of us don't want to go to the Best Buy and have to set it all up ourselves and manage it back and forth. And there's this direct connect between what's going on in the home and what's going on in the network. And the broadband service provider, with all the analytics and instrumentation that we've given them, they now have the ability to provide that great managed service, so that when you're working from home or you're learning from home, you can be guaranteed you're going to have an amazing up and down experience. You can have great Wi-Fi in the backyard, and no one's going to be complaining about the internet. Yeah, so we think of our role as to be a business partner. And on the marketing side, what we've done is we've made significant investments so that even the smallest broadband service provider can have great marketing campaigns and market as if they were a consumer giant, so they can compete with an Amazon or a Google and do a great job. So over the last 3 years, we invested millions of dollars into content that we then put on the web and make available to the broadband service provider to basically drag and drop their logo, change their colors, and use that content in Instagram posts, Facebook posts, all those different areas. Or if they want, and we just released these, we have Jerry D from Mr. D on Amazon Prime. He's actually created a whole bunch of viral videos that they can brand and use as part of their campaigns and YouTube campaigns and Facebook campaigns to reach their subscribers, excite them, and ensure that they have the best brand in the home.
Feedback on that first.
Our belief is that no Wi-Fi in the home should happen without the broadband service provider, full stop. And the reason why is because if you have a problem, so let's say you bought something from Best Buy or Amazon and you installed it in your home, if you have a problem, who are you calling? You're calling your broadband service provider. Therefore, the broadband service providers of today, the innovative ones, and that's the majority of our customers, have now realized that they go and build these amazing, spending hundreds of millions of dollars building amazing fiber networks to provide the best service possible, and they know that the only way they'll be successful in the long term is if they also manage the Wi-Fi in the home and ensure that the subscriber has an incredible experience right from the edge of the data center all the way into the home and the small business. And so managed Wi-Fi is not going away. It actually needs to be the mandate. Consumer Wi-Fi routers in the home need to go away, and the broadband service provider is best positioned to make that happen.
Well,
So with broadband service providers, they are uniquely positioned to understand their subscriber. They have, using technologies like the Marketing Cloud from Calix, they can understand the behaviors of the subscriber and see opportunities. both from when the subscriber is having a bad experience, so how to go and correct that, maybe add a mesh router or something like that, but also to understand what are the things that they need. If they have children, making sure that they have parental controls. If they have security problems, making sure that they have Arlo security cameras and those different elements. So what we look at is how do we bring that together, help the BSP understand what the behaviors are in the home, and then provide the right experiences to the right subscribers at the right time. In the past, what has really held them back is that the integration effort for them to do that is significant. They'd have to integrate in their back office, their call center, their marketing teams, their field technicians. Now with the platforms that we've put in place, they integrate that once, and then as all these new solutions and technologies arrive, they don't have to do incremental integration. It takes them 4 or 5 days versus 18 to 24 months, which means that they can be much more innovative than even the fastest consumer companies. And then there's no reason for their subscribers to ever go to a big box store to get that technology, because instead they can get it from their local trusted broadband service provider who's got an amazing brand and really cares about the local community.
Michael.
The closing thoughts are, it's great that everybody came together. We had 1,500 people who are at the conference today, and we can't thank them enough for taking the time to come, because what makes this conference great is it's all about community. And the last thing I'll say about the broadband service providers that we service is they're all about their communities. They're all about working together to create amazing experiences. And as people leave the big cities and work from home now in these small towns, it's the broadband service providers that are going to make it possible. It's no longer just about, do I have power, do I have water? Once you have that gigabit service, then you can leave a big city and you can live in the smallest town in rural America, have an amazing life with your family, a big yard, feel safe, a great education, and then at the same time work from home because you have fast internet. So it's an exciting time in our industry because broadband service providers are really stepping up, investing hundreds and billions of dollars into their networks to make it so that Americans can have that flexibility to live wherever they like.